Hey, good afternoon, everyone. So I've had several people reach out to me, and again, I'm no expert, but I just want to share what the knowledge that I've gained, the experience that I've gained, and share it with you guys. But several people have reached out saying, hey, I'm struggling with the fractal model. I'm struggling with break even. I'm struggling with getting stopped out. And so I just want to offer maybe some advice to you guys if you are not doing this already. Some of you that follow me, you know where I'm going already. If you are new, I would just ask that you pay attention because I think it will help you as it has helped me tremendously when I am on the charts. And where I'm going is, if you are not doing this already, I would strongly encourage you to mark out the higher time frame fair value gaps. The 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15-minute, and especially zero in on the 15 and the 1 hour. And the reason I say that is because if you do this, and if you back test, you will see this over and over and over like I have, meaning that you will see a reaction off of these areas constantly. That reaction is most of the time some type of reversal that happens, especially if it's an area that's first tapped into. Let me just I'll tell you what, let me pause right there. Let me jump to the 1 hour and I will show you what I am talking about here, because this happened today. So this is that big drop from yesterday, huge 1 hour fair value gap that was created. We got a 15 inside of that I have marked out. And this is what I'm talking about, especially newly formed 1 hour fair value gaps. There's something about these that I've noticed over all my time of trading. There's something special about these 1 hour fair value gaps that when they are first tapped into, you are most likely, I would say 80-90% going to have some type of reaction. That reaction being a reversal. You're not just simply going to plow through this thing and keep going. And so that's what we see here. This is the 10 o'clock time frame right here. Coming down on the charts here. So we come up, we tap into it, and ironically, we also hit the top of the 15-minute fair value gap, and then we began down. I'm moving down on the charts here. And so this was the trade I took earlier. Again, seeing this repeatedly over and over and over in all my time on the charts. And I just want to share this with you, that if you are not marking up the higher time frame fair value gaps, you need to be doing that. Because at least when the charts, I should say when the market is, when it starts moving, when these candles start moving in one direction, you know, whether it's, you know, up, down, whatever, you can anticipate, you know, a possible reaction of some type if you know it's getting ready to head towards, you know, a fair value gap. And guys, if you don't know already, that's essentially internal range liquidity. You know, you may have heard the term external range liquidity to internal range liquidity. That is how the market moves. Going back to today, let me just go up on a higher time frame here. If we look back at today, this is where we at here. This is yesterday's previous day low. We've got the 745 candle, 8 o'clock, and the 8:15, 8 o'clock candle being the one that swept this external range liquidity. Once external range liquidity is swept, the market most of the time is going to kick into reverse and start to target external range liquidity. And I have found most often that it will target these, you know, they're essentially PD arrays, these 1 hour and 15-minute fair value gaps. You can see how it came down here, you know, kind of went through this and then came back up, and then we tapped into this newly formed 1 hour here. We came down basically ping-ponging off of these two areas right here. So my point with the video, guys, is just if you are struggling with the fractal model, mark up these 1 hour fair value gaps, the 15-minute fair value gaps. Mark up the 4 as well, just so you know where they are. But I have found in my experience, most of the time, you are going to get a reaction off of the 15 and especially the 1 hour. So anyway, I just hope that I hope that helps you out. I know when I am getting ready to take a trade, I am looking to see, okay, where are we headed and what are we going to possibly bounce off of or react off of? Because I know at that point we are probably going to have some type of reversal, and especially if you are trading the fractal model concept, some type of basically swing point that is targeted, a higher time frame that gets swept, and then we take off in the opposite direction again. Coming down to the 5 here. And come down to the 1. Again, just kind of scrolling back through the charts here. Let me turn this guy back on. Yeah, I'd have to go into kind of replay mode to see these areas, but you know, I know these were areas where, you know, we hit. I mean, you can see how it's bouncing off here, bouncing off here. We tap off here, boom, come up here, we bounce again, and we start to come down. And if, like I said, if you're trading the fractal model, there's your sweep on the lower time frame, change in state of delivery, deviations are plotted, and then you take off and, you know, get in the trade, and then, you know, target whatever liquidity area or deviation number that you want. So, but again, my main point, guys, is not to ramble on here, but just if you're not doing it already, mark up those higher time frame fair value gaps. And that way, in my opinion, that way you're not trading blindly. You know where the market's going. You know what area it's going to potentially, you know, target next. Like right now, we're in this downtrend move. And let me just go back up to the 15. Gosh, what a mess. Let me take some of this off here. Yeah, we're going to close this guy also there. But we're heading down. We've got this imbalance right here. It attempted to go through it earlier, and then we'll see what happens from here. But like I said, we are ping-ponging at this point. If I drop up, the other thing that I've been watching throughout the day is I've been watching the 4 hour, because we've got this beautiful sweep going on, which tells me we might be going down for a while, but we've got this back and forth. And the reason I think we have this back and forth is because if I go to the 1 hour, which is going to show me the daily candle on the right side, you can see we got a sweep here, but then we got a sweep here, and it's like, you know, you can see it here with the hourly candles. It's like the market is very indecisive on which way it's going. So again, you know, guys, I know as traders, we're down on the lower time frames getting entries, but make sure you are watching the full forest, if you will, and not down on the leaves all the time. I mean, watch the daily, see what's going on here. If I go back to the 15, which is going to show me the 4 hour on the right side, you know, I'm also watching this as well. So this is kind of crazy. You know, I got that trade at 10. That's the only thing I've been in at this point so far. So, but anyway, just want to share that with you guys. I feel like I'm rambling here. Point being, third time, mark up those fair value gaps if you have not or are not doing that right now already, guys. Okay. I don't want to say I guarantee, but I think that will help cut down on the losses when you're, because some people I have found that I have talked to, they get excited with the fractal model when they see a sweep up here and a sweep down here, and you know, it's back and forth. And sometimes when you're on the lower time frame, if you don't have an extra confluence or an extra means to back up why you're getting in the trade, aside from just simply a sweep, that's where especially the 1 minute chart can just eat you up big time. I mean, you guys know this. I don't have to say this, because you can think you've got the sweep, get in, and all of a sudden it just turns around and keeps going. And I see that most likely when I used to trade like that. I see this most likely if I were to get into a trade like right through here. I've got a you know, an imbalance above me and an imbalance below me, and I'm rolling the dice basically right now. If I, you know, getting in and not knowing really which way it's going. So, but again, let me stop here. I don't want to make this video too long. Again, mark up the higher time frame imbalances, guys. I think it will help you considerably. All right. Hope that made sense. And sorry for the rambling, but just trying to you know, help you guys out. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll start putting more content here on YouTube. If you guys are not aware already, follow me on X. Same name, ICT 2023 Trader, because I am posting little short video clips there all the time. 2-minute clip here, a 2-minute clip here, a 2-minute clip here. Just constantly flooding, my channel there with content as well about different topics, different things. So make sure you check that out. So, all right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the next one.